Back to this new segment of Rising Rituals with Ray. Give me one moment while I go live on Instagram. Let's get everything streamlined. There we go. Boom. So Rising Rituals with Ray is a new segment where we basically give you a little juice to bring into your day. And, a lot of times first thing we do is check our phone, or we just allow the Russian roulette of life to take control. But this is an opportunity for you to take control of your life, to take control of the energy that your day flows in. So what I'd like to talk about today is your destiny. Let's take this for example. Let's say you're the captain of your ship, right? You're the captain of the ship and your destination lies at the other end of the sea. How could you successfully navigate to your destination if you do not know where it is? That is the question. So that is what's happening in your life when you don't know your outcome. Okay, I'd like to really dive deep into knowing your outcome. See, your destiny lies in your destination. Okay, so wherever it is that you are looking to end up, that is how you allow yourself to navigate. That is how you allow yourself to be guided. We talked about this, row, row, row your boat, right? Gently down the stream. Merrily, 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 life is but a dream. So if you're talking about your destiny, if you're looking for your true purpose in life, really just bring awareness and focus to, where do I want to end up? What is the end goal for me? Right? If you were to live the most perfect year of your life, everything went exactly how you wanted it, and everything flowed exactly how you expected, what would it look like? Where would you end up? Who would be with you? How much money is in your account? What does your business look like? Right? Really actually create that visual, and that becomes your destiny, right? The awesome thing about us living in this human and corporeal experience is that we have the right to choose. We have free will. So that free will allows you to navigate your ship however you like. You're the captain. So a lot of times we're spending time worrying about, like, well, what is my purpose? What is my destiny? You tell me. You tell me. But in order to fully manifest something in life, it is important to first define what it is that you seek, what it is that you'd like, right? So often we manifest from a space of what we don't want. Well, I want a relationship, but I don't want somebody who XYZ. I don't want a man who, right? What is it that you seek? What is it that you want? And ask yourself these questions. So I have a 3 easy step process in order to get through determining and finding exactly what it is that you want. And then, if you guys would like, I'll give you a 3-step action plan on how to get it. Okay? So here's the determining steps. Step 1, ask yourself these questions, right? Step 1, what is my destination? Like I said, visualize that perfect life. Visualize that perfect year, right? What does it look like? And really write it down. First of all, what you write, you invite. So write it down. And as you write it, it creates this visual, audio, and kinesthetic experience. So as you write it down, like, put yourself in that space visually in your mind. In your mind's eye, you see it. I want you to feel the emotions of what it feels like to be on that island, to be in that mansion, to be driving that car, to have your family with you, to have the love of your life, to have the money, to have the financial abundance and wealth and generational, all of that, right? Feel what that feels like. The freedom to be able to move and travel when and wherever you like. As you write it out, really create that life for yourself. Because what's happening is your mind doesn't know the difference between something that is highly imagined and something that is actually happening. So when you highly imagine and you put yourself emotionally, emotions are energy in motion, right? You put yourself emotionally into this space of having it in the now. That is how you wave cast into the future and bring that energy into this time and space. And what happens, the universe opens up for you. But you can't have any of that if you don't know the destination. So step one is, what is my destination? Where will I like to end up? And then number two, what identity must I assume, or what person must I become in order to achieve that destiny? Right? I use this example all the time. You talking about you want to be a millionaire, but you operate from $50,000 habits, right? If you're looking to become the lover, the millionaire, the person with the fit body, you have to first become it. So ask yourself, okay, well, who has exactly what it is that I'm looking for? Who has the body? Who has the love? Who has the financial and abundance and wealth? And put yourself in that position and figure out what they do. What's awesome is Tony Robbins says this all the time: success leaves clues. Success leaves clues. So in this stage and age of social media where everything is documented, if it ain't on social media, it didn't happen. Or if it ain't on the gram, it didn't happen, right? You can follow up with what people are doing. So find that person who is in alignment with exactly what it is that you want, the lifestyle that you are seeking, and figure out what they did. Who do you have to become? What habits must you pick up in order to achieve that destiny, right? And again, what you write, you invite. So write it down. Write it down. And then number three, what steps can I take right now? What steps can I take right now to put me closer towards achieving that destiny? You know, when it comes to manifestation, people think that it is just like some woo-woo thing where it's just like, I'm gonna sit and meditate and do my chants and attract all the things that I want in this life. And it's like, no, you gotta, yes, and you have to take some action. You have to take some action because we're talking about energy here. And energy cannot be created nor destroyed, only transformed, right? So if you have a certain if you're in a certain energetic space and you would like to, whether that's increase your financial abundance, which money is only energy, it's an energy exchange, right? If you're looking for the health, physical health, mental health, right? If you're looking for the relationship, all of that is energy. But if the energy is stagnant, it means it's not moving, right? So in order to bring what it is that you want to you, you have to create some kind of action. You got to create a little momentum. So the universe is there to help you along the way. I don't know if y'all heard of the 80-20 rule, but the 80-20 rule suggests that, you put 20% of your energy in and the universe will grant you and gift you the other 80%. But that 20% is what helps you build the momentum, which is honestly the hardest part, is building momentum. You ever, like, for example, I used to hate running the mile in high school. Oh my God. That was like, when it was mile week, I was sick. I was like, I gotta go to the counselor's office because I'm just so stressed out at home. Like, my home life is just like really stressful. And so I would like ditch the mile every time. I don't know. I'm not a runner. Okay. I have to force myself to run when I work out. I'll walk. But they would disqualify you and all this other stuff if you walked, and everybody would laugh at you because you was last and all this stuff. So I would just go to the counselor. And long story short, when you start and stop running, it is so much more challenging than if you just pick up this rhythm and you continue and you push through the pain. Yeah, it's going to hurt for the first quarter mile or the first, quarter mile, we'll say, or the first third of the mile or whatever it is. It's going to hurt. It's going to be hard. You're going to be out of breath. Your muscles going to be tightening up and all this stuff, right? But once you push through that and you start to hit 0.35, zero point 0.4 miles, right? Your body gets kind of warmed up and you build this rhythm. And then you keep going in the rhythm. Only reason why I know this is because I used to force myself to run on the treadmill. And I did learn eventually that, hey, if I just push through that pain, eventually I'll get through it. And it does get easier. And then at one point, I had ended up running like a 6-minute mile. And that was like my all time. It was like 6 minutes and 7 seconds. I was like, oh my God, that's my all time best. Like I was out here, right? And I would get this something called a runner's high, where it was just like my whole body was vibrating. I thought I had took psychedelics. I had called my friend from college, Mark, like, oh my gosh, like I heard that acid collects in the back of your skull. Like, am I tripping right now? He's like, dude, you were just running. Like, it's fine. And I was like, oh, okay. So, but that's what happens. You have to build the momentum first. And then what'll happen is you develop this sort of cadence. And in that cadence, things get a little bit easier to maintain. But when you start and stop, like what I used to do was I would run a little bit and then, and then I'd walk a little bit. And then I'd run a little bit and then I'd walk a little bit. That starting and stopping takes too much energy. It really does. And so I want you to develop that same mindset towards your goal, towards that destination, whether if it's like building a business, right? Starting and stopping, it takes way too much energy. Whatever the hurdle is, you got to jump over that thing. You got to keep going, because if you allow it to stop you, it's going to take more momentum and more energy to get it started again. For example, here's another one. You ever have to push a car because you ran out of gas? You put that thing in neutral and you just out on the street pushing. If you're by yourself, or even if you just have only one other person with you, to get the car moving takes so much momentum and energy and inertia, right? But once the wheels start to roll, all you got to do is kind of guide the steering wheel to direct where the car should go after, you got the wheels rolling on the car. The same thing, like starting and stopping, it takes so much more inertia to start back up than if you keep going. Do it ugly. Be in the gym ugly. You know what I mean? Do that cleanse ugly. Reach out to these people who you want to be in a relationship with. Just do it ugly first. But the good thing about it is you'll get better and better and better. And the more you do it, the more you commit to yourself, the more you commit to that goal and that destination, the easier it'll become. And then the universe will be like, oh, you really want this? Okay, well, here you go. Here you go. Here you go. You see the sun start shining when I said that? Spirit knows. Spirit knows. Like, the universe will grant you things when it is apparent that you're not giving up on yourself and that you truly want what you say you want. Okay? So again, the 3 steps are: determine what your destination is. What is my destination? Who do I have to become to achieve that? And then 3, take the massive action. Take the massive action. I wanted to get into RPM system, but we will do that tomorrow. So tomorrow's Friday, the last day of the rising rituals for the heptad for the week. And yeah, so tomorrow we'll talk about how to create a massive action plan. RPM stands for, in my head, it just came rate per minute. No, it's results, purpose, and massive action plan, RPM. And it's also rapid planning method. It is the rapid planning method. This is what I use on a daily basis, and my coach literally hammered it into my skull to do this every single day in order to set your day up for success. So I will gift you guys that tomorrow. And today, I just want you to live in your purpose. Figure out what that destination is. Your destiny is in your destination. Okay? So figure out what that destination is and allow the universe, the divine GPS system, to guide you. All right? Live in your purpose. Have a magical, magnificent, and manifesting day. And I will see y'all tomorrow.